Warning, this episode contains adult language, mature situations, stray cat politics, a bereaved woman with possible aliphoria, a tragic backstory, and the latest manga news. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Listener and viewer discretion is advised. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope you're doing well out there, and hope you're excited for another fun episode of this awesome podcast you can find at www.spiraken.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and various other social media sites. Just type in SPRAKN, and I guarantee you'll find us one way or another. And if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell for notification so that we get you can find when our latest episodes are out. And if you want to see our earlier episodes, all 15 years worth of them, it is at www.spiraken.com. With that in mind, let's actually get to it because we've got some interesting stuff, and I am excited because I am back from Animazement. And if you want to check out my review of that, that is going to be on our con report. So let's actually get to it, shall we? Because if you remember from that last episode, I spun that one that only the Wheel of Manga, and it did turn out to be reviewing a very unique manga that was written by Gin Shirakawa, and it was published by ASCII Media Works, aka Seven Seas Entertainment in the United States. Original run was 2018 to 2019, and originally ran in Comic IT magazine. It is originally a 3-volume series that is released by Seven Seas Entertainment as a single omnibus that is beautiful. It smells wonderful and looks amazing. It is a josei series, meaning it is for women over the age of 18 and under the age of 60. And it is a cat slice of life drama series that is very unique. And it is originally known as Gujensshio no Isho, or as it is known in English, it is A Story of 7 Lives, the complete manga collection. And this is a unique story of a cat and a human whose lives are intertwined by a shared past that they don't realize they have, and dealing with grief, hope, survival, and various other things that change a life. And our main character, well, one of our two main characters, is Kink-tailed Nanao. Kink-tailed Nanao is a tuxedo cat stray who's 1 year old, and he has kink tail because he was attacked by cat hunters when he was younger. But he's been a stray for a while, and when we open up, he's actually reminiscing about his past and his life. And his best friend Machi, who he thinks is dead. And Machi, or Blue-Eyed Machi, was the owl of the stray cats of Tokyo, which means that he is the person that was in charge. He's the heir apparent of all of the strays. And they were best friends. They lived together. They hung out. And, just being cats, just chilling out, staying warm, finding food every day, trying to live to be 5 years old, because 5 years old is the optimum age for a stray to live that they'll be happy living. And so they live every day eating in Tokyo. And one of their major concerns is the fact that their quote-unquote dining room is no longer around. What they mean by dining room is that in this area of Tokyo, there's a communal area where apparently a human is putting food for all the cats, and that is gone now, so they're kind of confused as to what they're going to do because winter's coming, they need to eat. And they need to find out where they're going and what they're going to do. And this is the story of their life as they try to survive in this world. And there's more going on as well besides that. There's cat politics, the fact that while Machi is the heir apparent to the throne of all the strays, you have other strays trying to take over, saying, we can't focus on humans, we should stay away from them, and King-tailed Nanao, or Dingling Nanao, is not a real cat because he has a collar and he's a fake cat, so you can't trust him. And Nanao hates humans because his human disappeared and he never came back, so he's essentially been abandoned. Now, our other protagonist of this story is a young woman by the name of Yoshino. And Yoshino has moved from Osaka to Tokyo because of reasons, which we won't get into because it spoils stuff. But she's now in charge of a onsen, a bathhouse, and she's living there and trying to just make her life work and just living day by day. She's a stranger to the city, but she's found a niche running this bathhouse, and she loves everybody. But the one thing that she doesn't like is cats. She's actually afraid of them or angered by them because whenever she sees them, she's like, "Get the hell away from me, you stupid cat." and despises them for a reason which doesn't make sense, but eventually it is explained what's going on. And what's made worse is the fact that the town, like I said, they have the whole dining room reasoning, so they say, we'll control the stray cats by having one area for them all to eat. And we're going to draw straws to see who's going to be the person who's going to take care of the cats next. And it turns out that she is going to be in charge, which is not good because she hates cats. Her little brother, Kippe, who lives with her, loves cats. However, she hates cats, and worse than that, before the announcement was made, 2 cats tried to break into her bathhouse and she ran them off. Guess who the 2 cats were? Yes, that's right. It was Nanao and Machi. So Machi's like, okay, the human has food, we'll just stay there. But Nanao's like, I hate humans. This human tried to abuse me. I'm going to run away. And it's now this dynamic between the 2 of them. Eventually, things come to a head and they may find their person, or maybe they discover what happened to their missing person. And that's what this story is about. It is a story where I'm not going to explain anything else that is going on because it will spoil so much. But there's so much going on in this story that is heartfelt and depressing and happy and beautiful and sad at the same time. And it is engaging. I love the design of all the cats. All the cats are very realistic. Like, there are moments when they look very cartoonish and they have human expressions. But there's other moments where you look at it and it's like, that's a drawing of a cat. And that's a real cat, and it makes you want to know more. It's from the point of view of the humans and the point of view of the cats. And the story just works so well, especially because of what is going on with Yoshino and why she came to Tokyo and why she doesn't go back to Osaka. It's kind of heartfelt, heartwarming, and also really sad about what happens. But I'm not going to spoil what it's about. So let's actually get to some of the other elements about this story before I get any further. The big thing is that the art is amazing. The art is well done. It is well versed. It makes you want to just look at each page. Some of them are photorealistic, and Seven Seas did an amazing job releasing the volume and releasing this beautiful one-shot where you got the first couple pages in color, and it is watercolor. And one of my favorite pictures is you have Nanao just looking with his collar that he has from his owner, and it's just a little bell on it, because that's why it's called Ding-a-ling, is because he has a bell on there. And it's a beautiful moment. It's kind of sad and crazy as well, but I mean, I digress with how it goes. The price for it, not bad at all. This is $24 for 3 volumes, so you're essentially saving money if it's $15 a volume. And this is a story that you don't need to read more of. This is a complete story that it's perfect. This should be an anime film or a live-action film because it is such a unique look at the lives of grief, hope, survival. And I really do enjoy it. And realistically, for that reason, and the fact that it is well done, I have to give this our highest rating of really, really cool. You have to read this now, because it is well done. I mean, it has drama, it has action, it has comedy, it has some really beautiful moments, it has some really dark moments. I mean, there's this whole thing, which is Game of Thrones, where you have this one furry cat who wants to take over the throne and make sure that he is the next owl, that blue-eyed Machi will be dethroned because he just hates him so much and he wants to just say, we don't need to rely on humans, I will rule. It's essentially a scar play. And even as another cat tried to assassinate him. Where else are you going to see that? And then you have the just simple human circumstances of everything going on with Yoshino, and just, I really want to spoil this, but I'm not going to. It's one I definitely recommend reading, and if you've never read it before, highly recommend it. Now, if you've read this and you disagree with me, why don't you let me know? Email me at Xan, that's Xan, at Spiraken.com, or you can tweet me at Spiraken. Let me know your thoughts on if you enjoyed this or not. If you thought it was a great manga, or if you thought it was overrated. Let me know. And so, with that, let's actually get to the manga releases for the week, because we've got a bunch of them this week. Well, actually, not that many. We only have about 22, or 21. So for this week, what we had released was A Condition Called Love, Volume 3, Am I Actually the Strongest, Volume 3, Blue Period, Volume 13, Disciple of the Lich, or How I Was Cursed by the Gods and Dropped into the Abyss, Volume 5, Don't Call It Mystery, the Omnibus, which is Volumes 1 and 2, Fire Force Omnibus 4, Volumes 10 through 12 of the series, I'm Standing on a Million Lives, Volume 14, Killing Stalking, Deluxe Edition, Volume 4. Ladies on Top, Volume 3. My Room is a Dungeon Rest Stop, Volume 6. Polar Bear Cafe, Collector's Edition, Volume 2. Sakurai-san Wants to Be Noticed, Volume 4. Sir Vamp, Volume 18. She Professed Herself Pupil of the Wise Man, the light novel, Volume 7. Synopsis, Volume 3. Skeleton Knight in Another World, Volume 10. The Duke of Death and His Maid, Volume 6. The Great Cleric, Volume 3. The Strange Adventures of a Broke Mercenary, light novel, Volume 8. The Surgery Room, and then last and certainly not least, we have The Witches of Adamas, Volume 5. So we've got some great titles, some not as many as last week where we had over 70. We have 21, but we've got some great titles. And for me personally, here are my top 5 for the week. First off, we've got everyone's favorite series called, well, hold on one second. For some reason, I'm getting a weird vibe here, but so I'm going to say a condition called Love Volume 3. Blue Period Volume 13 is my second on this list. Number 3 is I'm Standing on a Million Lives Volume 14. Then The Duke of Death and His Maid Volume 6. And then The Surgery Room Volume 1. I like The Surgery Room especially because of the fact that it is a landscape style manga, meaning that it is long and short, not tall and thin. And those are the ones that I'm most excited about. So which are the ones that you're most excited about? Let me know. Email me zanspiraken.com or tweet me at Spiraken. And so, with that in mind, I'd like to tell you something really important. I'd like to thank all of you who are watching and just emailing and being awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. And for the last 15 years, I've done amazing things. I've seen amazing things, read tons of manga, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast and for every email I get, every comment. It makes me want to do this and keep doing this. I'm an old man. I just read manga with thick glass and read large print. So thank you. So if you enjoy what you hear, remember to like, share, and subscribe. More important than that, if you enjoy what you hear and you want to help me create more fun content for you to enjoy, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Spiraken. We have 4 tiers with tons of rewards, and more importantly than that, we have tons of things that you can get, and it'll help us create more fun content for you to enjoy. So with that in mind, let's get to that part that you've all been waiting for. That one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except no substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on. What I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots, and we're going to just spin the Wheel of Manga. Whatever number it lands on, that's the manga review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 519. I am excited to see what we're going to have because we've done so many and we've got some great titles on here. But let's spin and see what we're going to review in the next episode, shall we? Okay, number 4. So it looks like we're going to be doing Days on Fez. The story of a bunch of people at a cool festival. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, I am your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. Catch you guys next time. And keep reading manga. See you later.